invite you into a reflective space for each of our pieces today. Please consider expressing how each musical piece makes you feel in the section of the sheet you received as you arrived today. Our first number is Por una Cabeza, written in red with the number 1 next to it. Let the music guide your feelings and your crayons. Sorry. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. All right. As we gather, we give thanks for this land and oh wait, am I supposed to introduce myself? All right. I'm Riley, a 12-year-old about to turn 13, white girl wearing a sweatshirt, which was a bad idea with no air conditioning in here. And I'm tall for my age. Anyway. As we gather, we give thanks for this land and all who have cared for it over the centuries and continue to care for it today, particularly the Kickapoo, the Iowa, the Sauk, and the Meskwaki, and the Oceti-Sakowin nations. To be in better relationship with this land and all people who care for it, we encourage you to explore your connection with the people and history of this land. We especially do encourage you to connect with the Red Earth Gardens and the people and events of the Meskwaki Nation. You'll find a link to Red Earth Gardens in your order of service and on your screen.
gotta put one foot in front of it. Oh, yeah, that. We will now sing our gathering song for the month. 1 foot dash, lead with love, comma. I will invite you to either sing along or move your body or color on your sheet in the section for orange number 2. Whatever that means. Oh yeah, please rise or in body or in spirit. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't put in front of the other, don't put and lead with love. Don't put in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. Don't you give up. Keep moving on. Gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. One foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Lift up your eyes. Don't you despair. Look up ahead. The path is there. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. One foot in front of the other and lead with love. Gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Oh, one foot in front of the other and lead with love. I know you're scared, and I'm scared too. Oh, here I am, right next to you. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. One foot in front of the other and lead with love. One foot in front of the other and lead with love. Lead with love.
Good morning. We are so glad you're here. I am Coraline, and my pronouns are she, her. I'm a youth with UUS's middle and high school youth group. I invite you to be here, to be in this moment, to be present as you are able. We are glad you are here. Unitarian Universalism is guided by shared principles, sources, and values. It is a living religious heritage. Today, we will celebrate Jazz Appreciation Month and National Poetry Month, along with our monthly theme of embracing possibilities. We are glad you are here. If you are new here, welcome. In-person folks, if you are interested in learning more, please contact or connect with a greeter in the atrium after the service, or join us at any table for snacks and games. We are so glad you're here. For our YouTube viewers, there is a link to a form in the visitor notes. Thank you for watching.
Oh, okay. I'm Rory Carlton. I'm a white, annoying person, and I'm gonna be saying something that I have totally prepared for. As Unitarian Universalists, we light a flame within the chalice as a symbol of sanctuary, safety, and hope, to unite us in our worship, and to remind us of our ongoing search for the light and truth. Please join me as saying our chalice lighting words as Alex Kaplan as lights our chalice. Child? You help child. Life is a gift for which we are grateful. So now let us kindle our flame for a liberal religious heritage and renew our covenant of mutual love and care. Thank the This we covenant with love and one another.
We also light a candle for justice and healing
as a reminder of our interdependence with the earth and with all members of the global community, especially the most vulnerable. We light this candle so that we may not be numbed to injustice and trauma, but rather find strength, courage, and love as we work in solidarity with others for liberation, justice, and healing. Together, we create resilience and hope. Today, as we light this candle, we are particularly mindful of everyone who's afraid for our future and struggling to believe it gets better. We must remember this too shall pass. As I light this candle, let's hold a time of silence to listen to our hearts and bodies, or perhaps lift prayers.
Okay, now that's over. I'm gonna be reading a book by Amanda Gorman. It's called Change Sings, a Children's Anthem. I think she could have made that a little bigger. If anybody who's under the age of like 60 can come over here. So, yeah. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna tell dad jokes. So, nope, I don't have any. Shut up, I'm doing my thing, Susie. Right? Alright. Yay, okay. Change Sings, a children's anthem. Excuse me, I'm trying to read. Change Sings, a children's anthem words by Amanda Gorman, New York Times bestselling author, pictures by Lauren Long. Yellow. Yellow again. Change Sings, a children's anthem. I already said this. I can hear change humming in its loudest, proudest song. I don't fear change coming, so I sing along. I scream with the skies on red and blue streamers. I dream with the city. Cries of tired and true dreamers. Martin Luther King, he's doing his thing. I chant and rise. I'm a chant that rise and rings. There's hope when my change sings. Though some don't understand it, those windmills of mysteries, I sing with all the planet and its hills of histories. I hum with 100 hearts, each of us lifting a hand. I use my strengths and my smarts to take a knee to make my stand. I'm bright as the light each day brings. There is love where my change sings. I show others tolerance, though it might take some courage. I don't make a taller fence, but I fight to build a better bridge. I talk of not only distances from where and how we came. Stupid page. I also walk our different. Is that walk? Yeah. Walk? It's poetry. I also walk our differences to show we are the same. I'm a movement that roars and springs. There's a new wave where my change sings. Walk. City market. Change things where they're inside me, because I am the change I want to see. As I grow like a seed, I'm just what the world needs. Oh, rhymes, that's funny. I'm the voice where freedom rings. You're the love your bright heart brings. We are the waves starting spring, for we are the change we sing. We are what the world's becoming, and we know it won't be long. We all hear the change strumming. Won't you sing along? For my mom, who's believed in my voice. For Tracy, who's always been a vital part of my life. Lala. Viking, an important penguin, random yellow. Goodbye.
Hello. I'm Coraline, and I'm an 18-year-old girl. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm wearing a funky tie, my favorite vest. A couple weeks ago, the band I'm in at City High won the Iowa Jazz Championship. We got a big trophy and lots of praise, and it's all been a pretty big deal. We also won Jazz Champs a couple years ago, and this year we were selected out of every other high school band in the state to play at a big band conference in Des Moines in May. This is all to say that, unlike most high school musicians, I am very lucky to get the opportunity to engage in very high-level music. The truth is, though, that I don't really like playing trombone. Low-key, I think the instrument sounds like farts. And because it's my secondary instrument and I frankly never practice, all I feel when playing in such an extraordinary band is unshakable imposter syndrome. I even thought about quitting jazz at the beginning of this school year, which in hindsight would have been really sucky since I'd have missed out on such a great season. I stayed in the band because I love jazz music. It's just fun, especially when you're grooving with friends. I'm going to tell you all something about jazz improv. When you're improvising a solo, you have free rein to do whatever your heart desires. Well, there are some limits. Usually you only have a certain amount of time to solo, and you probably shouldn't play in the key of B flat major when the rhythm section is playing behind you in G minor mixolydian or something. And those chords that make up a solo section are called changes, because they change every measure, every few measures. And they determine what key the soloist will sound best in. Sometimes these chords are something crazy like A melodic minor with a diminished seventh. I don't know, I don't know music theory, I'm just making stuff up. But in that case, sometimes people might say, oof, those are hard changes, because they're difficult to play. And that's how I feel when thinking about college and the future. These are hard changes. I've dedicated so much time to being a musician, to practicing, to attending concerts and events, to raising money for the school's band program. And that work is paid off for sure, but as I look toward my future, I'm not sure that I see that work continuing. In the past year, I've kind of fallen out of love with euphonium, my main instrument. I'm burned out, and I don't have what it takes to try to go professional or major in music performance. What it takes being unrelenting passion and undeniable skill. Sure, I could always keep playing as a hobby or in a community band, but I don't actually own a euphonium. I borrow from the school, and I worry I'd be bored by the music found in casual ensembles after getting used to such rigorous material. Especially if I end up going to a small college with an even smaller music program, which it's kind of looking like I will, those problems will be tenfold. Honestly, I kind of want to try new things anyway, like some kind of sport maybe. There are so many possibilities ahead of me. I could go to this college, or I could go to community college, or I could just take a gap year or not go to college at all and just join the circus. I don't know where music fits into any of these paths, if it fits at all. It seems like such a waste for me to have spent all this time and effort on instruments I might never play again. Sad to think that scales that are as easy to me as breathing now will have faded from my fingers like smoke in a year or two. At the very least, I want to keep listening to jazz and going to concerts. I want to keep supporting musicians and empowering the arts because creative spaces are where I want to be. 4 years ago, I never could have imagined what I'd be up to now, so it's crazy to think about the unknowable future and how in 4 years I'll look back to this time of momentous decisions and know there's no going back. But the thing to remember about improv is that it's so subjective. Some of the most iconic solos in the history of jazz are ones I personally don't care for or understand, which goes to show the choices you make can't be good or bad. The solo's notes and rhythms are simply a unique representation of you in that moment. So despite my indecision and agonizing, I know I'll be okay wherever I end up, because the choices I'm about to make will not necessarily make or break the rest of my life. This is just one unique moment in my journey. Our congregation is made up of many people and of many communities. We gather in many ways to learn, sing, laugh, share meals, try new things, and help repair our world. Together, we create a community that nurtures us as we seek to live, love more fully and fiercely into this world. This morning, Hex is here to share about how connecting with UUS through youth group has impacted them.
Hi, my name is Hex Cheney, and so being a part of this congregation throughout my life, especially youth group, has greatly impacted me. It's created a safe space with friends. I love how we can all work together and create core memories and feel safe enough to disagree or agree. We've all grown so much since we first met in our youth group. There was and still is so many possibilities for all of us. Being a part of this has helped me grow in many different ways. We're all individuals and have different thoughts, experiences, and gifts. We're all unique, and there's always room for everyone to be unapologetically themselves. Sometimes, having somebody who can push you out of your comfort zone, when things feel scary, because new things can be really scary, when you have people that you love and trust with you to do something new, it can help. Having somebody push you out of your comfort zone can be very helpful, and you can find out something extremely important with yourself and others around you. It's just as important to learn about yourself what you do like and what you don't. When you have people, when you try something new, and when you have somebody that you have people that you care, trust, and love with you, you can always create new memories and new experiences. Being in youth group has greatly impacted my life, and yeah, it's been awesome. There's always a possibility for everyone, and there's so many ways things can go. And so we will embrace that and see what the future brings us.
Hi, me again. Humans are like dragons. We hoard items, we beg, we barter, we steal, we fight. But we are also like trees. We grow, we stand strong through storms. They bury us, but we grow back. Stronger, stronger, stronger. We are a part of nature. We fight to nature's end, and nature never ends. We will break through, victorious. Nothing can stop us. Not death, not life, not war, not peace. We are joy. We are possibility.
Hello again. Wait, what? Oh, oh yeah. Yeah. Hello again. Today I'll be talking about my worldviews. My family has been attacked by this country's government for quite a while now. And by that, I mean like 5 months? Okay. What was it? Okay. And now, okay, what the? I want to show people that even in the most darkest place, like space, there's always a light, a star that shines bright to lead us to our destination of hope. And here's some poems I wrote along the way. Poem 1. People think being different is bad, but how did this country of the United States exist in the first place? Some people thought different.
How do you think slavery ended? Some people decided they didn't agree with the rights. They were different from the others. So in present day 2026, why is loving someone of the same gender bad? It's different, and different doesn't always mean bad. Different means human. If you're not different, you're not human. Poem 2. Humans are like trees. They have glorious summers and harsh winters. But the thing is, the leaves always grow back. Doesn't matter what damage is done, what time is taken away, the leaves always grow back. And that's why we should not let the fear and war poison us, because the leaves will grow back to live forever longer. Thank you. And for our next musical response, I invite you to color on the sheet for the section of purple number 6.
Now it's just what I feel. It's whatever I wanna do. It's whatever I feel, ba-doop, whatever I wanna do. It's whatever I feel. It's whatever I wanna do. It's whatever I feel. Whatever we wanna do. It's the thing I wanna do. It's the thing I wanna do. I'm doing it. It's just the thing I wanna do. It's the thing I wanna do. I'm doing it. And if you don't agree, I'm gonna keep doing me. Keep doing you though, 'cause that's important too. It's whatever you feel. No, it's whatever you wanna do. It's whatever you feel. It's whatever you wanna do. It's the thing that you want. I didn't make it to the end.
Nurturing gratitude and how we understand and express interdependence is a part of how we live into our Unitarian Universalist faith. As we enter into our time of meditation, contemplation, and prayer, we acknowledge the joys and sorrows of our congregation. We do this by dropping stones into a bowl of water, symbolically immersing our personal joys and sorrows into the flow of all life's joys and sorrows. The water surrounds and holds the stone, just as we are surrounded and held by the love and support of this congregation. If you are participating in our service elsewhere, you may wish to meditatively hold a stone, wash your hands, or meditate on an object near you. And now, if you're in the sanctuary and feel called to do so, please come forward and take a stone from the basket and place your stone in the water as C.C. Appleton plays. Or you may wish to stay at your seat and reflect on how the music makes you feel by coloring in the pink section 7 on your paper. may we hold the joys and sorrows of our congregation and the wider community tenderly in our hearts and minds today and in the coming days. When we need a listening ear or a heart or a helping hand, may we reach out. And when we know of needs, may we offer support with loving kindness. For it is in sharing our lives, our cares and our joys, and in giving and receiving that we know community most fully, and that we have the opportunity to live our covenant with one another. Amen. Blessed be. Let it be so.
Good morning. My name is Cecilia Appleton. I'm a 16-year-old white girl with a rather bland sweater on right now, and it's a little too warm for me to be wearing this, but here we are. So, and I will be reading you my reflection. In an estimated 200,000 years of human civilization, problems of various magnitude and number have been born and have died. Through our days of hunting and gathering, through ancient wars, through an ice age, through economic collapse, through the landscape of modern violence and conflict, we are still here. But to tell you all humans have suffered the same in this timeline would not only be misleading, but genuinely and incredibly disrespectful. The fact is, throughout history, through the internal conflict, there is real suffering that took place. For example, the Mongol conquests in the 13th century, or the colonization of the Americas in the 15th and 16th centuries, or we could talk about World War II and the Holocaust. But instead of talking about each of those horrific events, I would like to talk a little bit about hope. Hope is a core part of the human experience, whether it's in the mind of the child who hopes their parents won't remember to put them to bed so they can play more Roblox, or in the mind of the 22-year-old who's hoping they'll open their email to find an internship offer at their local law firm, or the mind of the 50-year-old who's hoping menopause isn't really as bad as people say, or maybe in the mind of the 78-year-old who's hoping their grandkids come over that day. No matter who you are, hope is an essential part of your life. The thing about hope, though, is that it doesn't matter who you are. It extends far beyond your everyday life. In extreme suffering, hope is sometimes the only way to grasp at joy and to continue trying. One of the most historically common ways to manifest this is the creation of literature and music. During the transatlantic slave trade, generations upon generations of African American families were split up, forced to work in brutal conditions nonstop, and many were killed by plantation owners. And if not, the strain on their bodies would. Not only this, but they faced extreme discrimination even after slavery had officially ended, with lynching, Jim Crow laws, segregation, and political violence. So how did they manifest hope? Well, like all people, generalizing a group by saying they, as a collective, all did one thing in the face of adversity isn't fully accurate or honest. However, there is one thing that stands out in the mix. Enter jazz. Jazz music, originating in the early 20th century during the Jim Crow era, was heavily influenced by music created in slavery. These songs, sung between people laboring or written secretly, shared the communal pain of slavery and how they had hope of freedom, even when it would have seemed hopeless. Standing as a testimony to the pain felt throughout the people in that time, it also stands as a beacon for people everywhere. It shows that even in the darkest moments, if hope can be sparked, something beautiful can be born. In other words, if you have hope, you have the possibility of creating something better. The month of April is Jazz Appreciation Month. It is a month where we celebrate the beautiful harmony, dissonance, and rhythm of this genre. From scatting to swinging, jazz is truly fascinating from a musical perspective and a cultural standpoint. It carried America through most of the 20th century and still has major influence on the modern musical landscape through R&B, rap, and even pop music. So what do I actually mean by all of this? Well, the story of jazz music and how you choose to interpret it is not up to me. We are all different and think of things differently, so it's really up to you to decide your interpretation. However, my takeaway from this is that we can find hope anywhere in our lives. Then we can also find joy, and if we can do that, a myriad of possibilities for change can appear. So as you go about your day today, look for the little things that spark hope inside yourself. Thank you.
My name is Reedon. I am 16. My pronouns are they, them. And I'm reading the offering. How we give and what we do with our lives is a reflection of our values. As we discern how abundance flows in different parts of our lives and communities, every week this congregation donates generously to organizations in the community whose work aligns with our values and principles. Cash and non-pledge offerings are shared between our community partner agencies and UUS, with 75% going to support our partners. Our community partner agency this month is the Emma Goldman Clinic. Founded in 1973, the Emma Goldman Clinic provides compassionate, client-centered healthcare services that empower people of all genders and life stages. Inspired by feminist ideals, they strive to create a welcoming space where diversity is celebrated. Informed choices are supported, and accessibility is at the heart of their care. If you're writing a check in the memo line, please either write pledge to contribute your annual pledge, or offering to support our social justice giving. You can follow the instructions on the screen to give online or via text. Your offerings are a sign of your commitment to this congregation, which is completely supported by the generosity of all who join us.
Smile though your heart is aching.
Smile even though it's breaking.
When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile though your fear and sorrow. Smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of trying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Just smile. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Just smile.
A special poem. Before we end today's service, I would like to invite a person who I don't know, Deb Scholerman. Got Deb Scholerman in this house? Okay.
he didn't see me down there. Good morning, I'm Deb Schollerman. I use she, her pronouns. Today I'm wearing a black hat that belonged to my mother and a black jacket. So if you have not purchased your tickets yet for the Treats and Talent auction this Saturday, today is a perfect opportunity. Judy is here. She's in a green sweater. Find the table by the window. Judy's here and Julia's here. So go see them during fellowship hour. So this poem was written in 2006 by Al Thomas. In 2006, we also had the Casablanca theme. So he says, Casablanca, with apologies to all around. Come with us to old Morocco. Feel the desert wind Sirocco. Entertainment will be Sacco. At our Treats and Talent party, here are lowlifes quite suspicious, and Casablanca food will be quite delicious. And we'll tell you that we plan to party hardy. See the characters unsavory, see the morals loose and wavery, see Captain Renault's knavery. In our gin joint, dimly lit for the shadowy activities. See the criminal proclivities of the natives, they're bothered not a whit. Here amid the tribesmen Berber, Ilsa's memories disturb her, and she finds it hard to curb her love for Rick. Her heart's a dance in Café American, passions kindle once again, and Victor Laszlo really had no chance. Buy your tickets, beg or borrow, so you won't be left in sorrow. Maybe not today or not tomorrow, but you will regret if you don't bid. We'll play as time goes by, on that you can rely. And in toasting, we'll say, here's looking at you, kid.
Word on the street is that it's the last Sunday for sustainability bingo. So fill out a sheet at your table and help us track our sustainability. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth. Please join me in the words for extinguishing the chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. All these we carry in our hearts and in our minds until we are together again.
And now, to close our service today, we will sing Turn the World Around. The words will be on the screen. Please rise in body or in spirit.
Whoa, stop. We gotta stop. It's come to our attention that this song contains a homophobic slur in Jamaican patois, and we're just not gonna let that slide. So the inclusion of the hurtful word was never the intention of the artist. So instead of reading from the blue hymnals, you can see the altered lyrics on the screen. So, let's try again.
If that's okay.
Hello, I'm Emerson. I'm Korean and I'm 14. May what has been shared today help us more fulfill our interconnection and life into love and justice. What? There's more? There's nothing on this page. How is it this? After today's service, we hope you join us at any table in the fellowship hall for a game. We brought variety of games, and we hope you also join us for an opportunity to build deeper connections. We also hope that you share your musical reflection drawing with us. And if you watch today's service online, you can email your music reflections to us at uus.ic.org.